What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Man Boom, and I am back for another video. CGI, digital effects, it's great. Some movies are great at doing this, some TV shows are great at doing it, and some movies and TV shows are terrible at doing it. And this show, in my opinion, it's done it the best out of a lot of like shows and stuff. It's up there for one of the best digital effects, the CGI and stuff. The Boys is up there as one of the best looking shows. I'm pretty sure it's very expensive. The getting the superheroes like their powers and stuff is just so cool. I believe in this world. Everything I'm seeing is like, whoa, this world is so fun to be in because they give the superheroes all their powers. They go in with the effects and stuff in something like the Flash. Sorry, Flash, you're a banger show. Actually, I'm not gonna use the Flash for example because the Flash actually tried something like, let's say, Supergirl just did not put a lot of effort in. I was disappointed by what Supergirl, the CW show, put out to us. It was really bad most of the time. CGI was terrible, but the Boys, they did their thing, and I just love watching it. But the problem, first of all, I want to say one thing. This is off topic, but they got to work on their fight scenes. The hand-to-hand combat is terrible. It's edited really sloppy, but that's not the point. Let's continue what I was saying. The CGI, I wonder, are they going to take the budget up? You see, for example, when the fights happen, the CGI don't look good in the fights. It doesn't look good in the fights. You see in the fights and the big moments, the CGI look, it starts to get really bad. And they cover it up. They use sneaky ways to make something look really cool, like the Homelander stuff. It always looks cool. He just kind of, all he does, he don't really use his real powers. All he does is really just fly, and that's it. And then he does that jump in, like to the screen or whatever. That, you know what I'm talking about? Those landings, the Homelander landings. That's all he really do. But then he don't really do anything else. He, like the scene with the plane scene, he didn't lift the plane. We was not gonna see that because it would have been super expensive. It wouldn't have happened. And I hope that the finale season, they take the budget up really high. Just give it to us. Take a risk. Put the whole Amazon budget into The Boys season 5. I think it would be so worth it. Homelander is such an iconic character. Give us Homelander at his peak. He's saying he's going to destroy the whole world if they mess with him. Let's see it. I am here for it. We've seen glimpses of it. The CGI came up sometimes, like the scene where he destroys that whole crowd with his laser. Iconic moment. The plane scenes where he destroying planes, iconic moment. They try sometimes, but I want to see him go ham, just destroying the city, killing people, full CGI, like Omni-Man and Invincible. Let him go full Omni-Man on the city, and I just would love to see it, man. That would be crazy, but the budget's going to have to go up, though. I hope they take the risk, put the budget in there, and it ain't even just him. It's other characters, too. A-Train, for example. A-Train, his speed powers, I want to see him at like his full potential. I want to see the budget go up so his speed can look so much better. It already looks cool in the show. I like the little train sound effect whenever he's dashing around. I think that's funny. But Speedster, like CGI and like real life, they don't really do it like that. You see the Flash did it. It was always cool in the Flash. I don't like how the Flash movie did it. You got the dash scene from Incredibles. I know that's a cartoon, but that's an iconic speed moment. You got Quicksilver from Marvel and stuff. Those are iconic scenes. But I want to see them try to do something with A-Train. Something where it's like, whoa, we've never seen that before. I want to see a speedster go all out with their speed, and it just looks incredible. Have a scene like that. Try something, take a risk, and it might end up making you like the greatest speedster scene of all time. And A-Train's has some cool stuff. So, yeah, I just would love to see A-Train too. What's her name? Oh, I forgot her name. It's like the fake Wonder Woman. Her. I want to see her like they say she's like Wonder Woman. She's kind of like Wonder Woman. Make her Wonder Woman. I want to see her go all out. I want to see her jumping across buildings and stuff. I want to see her fighting Omni-Man at peak power. I want to see everybody doing a thing. Black Noir. I want to see him. Is this Noir? Is it Black Noir? That might be Spider Noir. I don't know. But Black Noir, I want to see him. He's kind of like Batman. Let him go out. I want to see him use all his gadgets and stuff. I remember that scene from the cartoon where he's fighting Homelander. Do something like that. I want to see them. I just want to see a full scene of him going off like Batman or something. Huey had powers. I want to see him go off. The city like damage and stuff. I want to see the backgrounds look crazy and beautiful. And if you go cheap and do this, it will put a dent into the great legacy of The Boys. If you go cheap with it, CW type budget on this fight, it will ruin it. It will ruin it. I already had a bad taste in my mouth with the season 2 finale. I hate that they was just in that cheap looking field, and then they fought I forgot her name. But the villain with the lightning, you know what I'm talking about. Season 2 finale, you had her, and they was fighting that terrible field, and the CGI was horrible, and it just looked like some fan-made fight. I didn't like how that looked. And then you got the season 3 finale where they're fighting Soldier Boy and Homelander and stuff. I didn't like how Homelander and Adam Eve's fight looked. It looked cheap. That ain't really CGI. That's more of the action, but I didn't like how that fight looked. It just looked cheap, and Soldier Boy didn't really use CGI, so his fight looked a little bit more cool, because they use like wires and stuff to have him throw the people around. I thought that was cool. But the effects, that's what I'm expecting from The Boys finale. Go all in. You build up Omni-Man as this super big threat. Give us this final battle with all these characters. And, another scene where I think the scale of it should have been way bigger. I thought they was going to go full crazy scale with it. Was the Huey, Butcher, Homelander, and Soldier Boy fight in the house. That fight was cool. It was cool, but for Homelander, he don't fight hand to hand. That's not, why is he fighting hand to hand? That makes no sense. And I get it. They did it because they didn't want to increase the budget. But how I thought the fight was going to like start, it kind of started this way, but it really should have been worse than what they showed us. How it really should have went when Homelander dashes at Soldier Boy. That was cool, but how they should have had it go, Homelander runs into Soldier Boy and he's flying him up in the air, like runs him through the roof. He runs him through the roof instead of running him through the room. He runs him through the roof, and that's how the fight should have started. Because I can't see Homelander fighting so normal. He's fighting like a normal human. And I'm like, that's not Homelander. This guy should be, like I said, flying through the roof and throwing him back to the ground. I think that's how Homelander should fight. And Butcher kind of has the same powers. He should be going ham too. They're just having a regular hand-to-hand fight, and I just didn't like how that turned out. But it was still an okay fight for what they did. Just tell me how y'all feel about it. Do you think I'm overdoing it? Are you fine with The Boys' budget? Do you think they already they spoil us a little too much? Or do you agree with me? Do you feel like there is room to improve? There are scenes from characters that we could get at their full peak, and it would just be incredible. Or one more thing, do you feel like it's just kind of a parody show? It makes fun of superheroes and stuff. Do you think it's just a jokey show, so it should never get that serious to a point where we want like crazy CGI and stuff like the real Marvel movies and stuff? Do you feel like it's kind of overdoing it for The Boys? But peace out, y'all. Anime Boom out. Peace. One more thing, and would we get a scene of Homelander in space? Because I know it was kind of talked about there was supposed to be a scene in season 2, but he's doing something in space, and I'm like, okay, so can Homelander go in space and stuff? That would be more CGI, more money they would have to put into the show. I just think that's interesting. But peace out, y'all. Anime Boom.